What's going on, guys? Right, I'm my teacher in the house, and I am here with my ADL Little Cup Speed League Round 1 Team Builder, and the battle will be following straight after this. Your Royal Bomber for Bombies are taking on the Kansas City Chinchous and Coach Alyssa Laurie. This is an interesting matchup. Obviously, hey, Little Cup is not necessarily my thing, but that being said, Alyssa's got a really interesting team. Notably, quite a few things missing from this team. She used a lot of points to only get 8 Pokemon. I feel like not having a ground type, a fire type, or a dragon is kind of a little unusual. I don't know how effective this team is going to be for her, but we shall see. So we'll break down her team and then we'll look at mine. First up is that Galarian Farfetch, which is actually a very, very scary mon. This thing can be Scarf, can be a Violite most typically. Does get things like Swords Dance, gets Close Combat, of course, for Stab. Does get Brave Bird, does get Knockoff. It gets quite a lot of utility, which is a little scary. This thing can be a problem. It's also blisteringly quick. It's got a very decent speed tier. So, I've got a few things to worry about with this thing, but I have enough answers for it that I don't feel particularly scared of it. But nonetheless, this thing can definitely cause me some problems, so I need to be careful. But nonetheless, good wall breaker. Next up is the Ponyta, very fast, the fastest Pokemon on that team, but as well as a very strong physical attack stand. The problem is, Ponyta doesn't really use its physical side that well. Most of Galarian Ponyta's better sets are on the special side, so I'll be interested to see if Ponyta does come, and also what kind of set it's gonna be. I feel like against my team I would probably want to err towards the special side, just because this team is heavily physically offensive anyway, so running special makes a lot more sense. But nonetheless, it's still a fast Pokemon, does get Calm Mind and Nasty Plot, I believe, as well, so it does get setup options, which is a little scary, so I do need to watch out for it. It does get decent special coverage, does get like Dazzle and Gleam and stuff like that, so I just need to keep an eye, make sure that I don't let this thing get too far ahead. Next up is Munchlax, of course. Munchlax is known for its special bulk, very, very bulky Pokemon in general. Quite physically frail, however, does get like recycle and stuff like that, so it could recycle berry juices, which could be really, really annoying. But I don't think Munchlax is the biggest deal for my team. It doesn't necessarily beat Kufant 1v1, doesn't really do too much to things like Pancham. Pancham can also beat it 1v1 as well, so definitely interesting. Very frail on that physical side. Not the fastest Pokemon in the world either, so it's definitely a bring for me, but we'll see how much it can actually do. Next up is that Salandit. I fully expect Salandit to come as probably the best special offense on this team. Salandit can actually break through quite a lot of Pokemon, can also poison things like Kufant due to corrosion, of course. Does hit very hard offensively, pretty frail though, and struggles a lot against quite a few members of my team. I don't think it has the most reliable way to break through Galarian Slowpoke, for example, and stuff like that, and Litten can kind of sit in on it as well and kind of annoy it with things like Fake Out. How Salandit does get Fake Out as well, to be fair, but I don't know if there's going to be enough space on the set to run Fake Out, but we shall have to see. Next up is Scraggy. I think Scraggy's probably the best Kufan answer on this team, aside from the Farfetch'd, but kind of an awkward position as they're both fighting types, so I'll be interested to see if both of them come, or if none of them come. That'd be kind of an interesting situation. But Scraggy does have Intimidate, does also get Moxie. Pretty decent abilities. Shed Skin is also actually quite nice as well, to get rid of the Toxics and stuff like that. But yeah, Scraggy, pretty interesting. Does get Dragon Dance, so gotta watch out for any Dragon Dance sweeping shenanigans. Hopefully they don't come though. It does kind of lose to Cottony though. Cottony is actually able to one-shot it in most forms unless it's like if I like Max Spadef, which I doubt it'll be, but we'll see. But nonetheless, pretty cool Pokemon, definitely interesting. Think it has to come because of Kufant, but we'll see. Next up is Galarian Meowth, bulky steel, pretty decent. Don't really know too much about Galarian Meowth, honestly. I think it can be pretty strong offensively. I know Berserker is actually a very, very strong offensive Pokemon. It does have the ability Tough Claws. Tough Claws is actually kind of annoying. The contact moves get a damage boost, which could be a little bit of a problem. But I don't think it can actually touch A couple members of my team, if I can get set up on it, I don't think it can really break through me. Well, if I let it get set up on me, then I'm going to have a hard time. This thing could definitely be an issue. Next up is Galarian Yamask. Well, not Galarian Yamask, that's the one I have. The regular Yamask, the Unova Yamask. Pretty interesting. Pokemon does get Trick Room, of course. Does get Toxic Spikes, I think. But yeah, other than that, Willow Hex is probably the best thing it does. It doesn't really do much more than that. It could be annoying for Kufan, of course. I don't really want Kufan to get burned if I bring it, and things like that. But yeah, aside from Trick Room and like Willow Hex strats, I don't really see it doing too much in this match, so I don't think it comes. But you never know. It's a Little Cup, so you're never quite sure. And last but not least is Grookey. Honestly, I don't know much about Grookey in Little Cup. I've not really seen it at all. So be an interesting pickup. It does get Branch Poke, of course, which is a relatively solid early game grass type move, but I don't know if it's actually viable in competitive. I almost want to see if there's actually a known Grookey set in Little Cup, which is why it's popular, because I actually don't know. So let's have a look. There's not really a known set for it yet. It does actually have quite a decent aware of coverage moves. Does get Knockoff, does get Hammer Arm. Let's see, it gets Taunt, which is kind of nice. It does Pivot with U-Turn. It does get Low Kick as well. It does get Drain Punch. So it does actually get some pretty cool little moves. But I don't really know if a lot of these can afford to come. I'm looking at its Grass Stab, and unless... I mean, it gets Wood Hammer, I guess, but I probably wouldn't want to run Wood Hammer in Little Cup. The recoil is too risky, in my opinion. It does get Sword Stance, which is interesting. Gets a few little moves, but I'm not 100% sure it can really afford to come. I do have relatively good Grookey answers on my team, but we'll see. I think it probably comes. If I had to predict the 6 that Alyssa would bring, I'd say Farfetch is a bring, Munchlax would bring, Salander is a bring, probably the Meowth, and then maybe Ponyta and Grookey, something like that, or maybe bring the double fighting type with the Scraggy. Not sure, but I do think the Farfetch, Munchlax, Salander is 100% a bring. I think those 3 definitely come, and that will factor a lot in my team field. So, let's talk about my team then. So, first up on the team is going to be Dumbo the Kufan, of course. Rocking the Eviolite with that sheer force ability, gonna hit like a truck, of course. Ironhead, Play Rough, high horsepower, and Brick Break actually has enough coverage to basically break through the entire team. Ironhead's probably the least useful move on this team in some respects, but it does hit pretty hard. It is stab boosted and it is sheer force boosted, so it is pretty disgusting how strong that thing hits. Play Rough, of course, is there for the Farfetch'd and the Scraggy, especially, but can hit the others relatively hard. High Horsepower is there mostly for Salandit, and Brick Break is there mostly for Munchlax as well as the Meowth. Pretty much solid, does also hit the Scraggy as well, but I have Play Rough for that, so we'll see if either of those come into play. But yeah, these are very, very powerful moves. They definitely are very scary against the team. Fortunately, no Heat Crash. Only Copperajah gets Heat Crash, which is a little bit unlucky. But nonetheless, these moves are strong enough, and it's a very solid breaker. It can pretty much two-shot anything on this team. So I'm pretty happy with that. The next Pokemon on the team is going to be Stunky. It's going to be Pepe, of course. Running a mixed Life Orb set, which is actually unusual because I'm not running any special attack investment. This is basically just there to be a little bit annoying. Sucker Punch is actually really good against the Yamask. Play Rough again for the Scraf team primarily, as well as the Farfetch. Flamethrower if I can snag some burns on some of these physical mons, that would be fire. And Sludge Bomb is largely there for the Grookey, if Grookey comes. But yeah, very strong, earning full speed. This gives me enough opportunity to outspeed the majority of this team. We do have a solid enough speed tier on Stunky to be able to actually deal with a lot there. But the Play Rough is going to be the big one, I think, as well as the Sucker Punch. Get that necessary revenge kill. Alright, next up on the team is going to be Candy the Cottony, of course. Running a Prankster Leftover set. Something I've run in the past. I do quite like this set a lot. I almost ran Focus Sash, mostly because of Salandit, but I don't need Cottony for Salandit anyway. Running Subseed, of course, with Tailwind. Tailwind is mostly there to allow me to set up for Kufan, but can also be very decent for the rest of the team in general. Subseed is always nice. Basically affects everything except the Grookey. Hey, and of course, Dazzling Gleam is the damage move of choice as it hits the most things on this team. Yes, this set doesn't really touch Salandit or Berserker, Galarian Meowth, which is a little bit annoying. But nonetheless, again, I don't need Cottony for these because I have other answers for both of those. Alright. Next up on the team is going to be Galarian Slowpoke, of course. I was running a Violite with the Regenerator. We're running a Curse Slack offset. This basically allows me to get fully set up against the majority of this team. Only like a special Ponyta or a Salandit really can handle this. And to be honest, neither of them really appreciate a Body Slam or a Zen Headbutt. So running Curse gives me opportunities to set up on it. I'm already slow anyway, so I don't need to worry about any speed tiers. So we are perfectly okay with running this set. I think this is basically going to be the most annoying thing. I do need to watch out for the Galarian Farfetch clicking knockoff. That's something else I need to watch out for. But generally speaking, this thing can set up and kind of just break through a lot of these teams. Alright. Next up is gonna be Tigray the Litten, of course. Pretty much the MVP of my last team, so bring him back again. Running Berry Juice and Intimidate, Fake Out U-Turn, Will-O-Wisp, and Flare Blitz. Willow is very annoying against, or for Alyssa's team as a whole, unless the Ponyta special, for example, but I doubt it. I think it might run physical anyway. But yeah, the Will-O-Wisp is going to be the annoying thing for this team. If I can burn the Farfetch'd, or if I can burn the Munchlax and anything like that. Maybe even the Meowth, and try and make it a little bit less relevant. Flare Blitz can come in and just click buttons, basically, because the only thing that really appreciates a Flare Blitz is Salandit, and Salandit probably doesn't really want to take too many of those, especially after a Fake Out, so just something to keep an eye on. And last but by no means least is going to be Light Bright the Chinchous, of course, running a standard Choice Scarf set, nothing too complicated here. Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam. This basically allows me to outspeed Salandit. Basically, that's all I need it for. Outspeed it, one-shot it with Hydro Pump, or just Volt Switch out freely, safely into things like the Kufant, or things like the Litten that can actually put in a lot of work, as well as the Stunky. So that's going to be the team. Hope you guys look forward to that, and I shall see you guys in the battle. Be right back. Alright guys, here we are, we're back with the battles, the best of 3 of course with Alyssa. Just wanna quickly, before we accept the challenge here, just go over a small little detail from the team builder. I did notice after I recorded the team builder that Galarian Slowpoke's ability Regenerator is currently not released yet, so I can't actually use it. So I have actually swapped it for Own Tempo, and I did actually replace Body Slam for Earthquake. This was mostly as a Galarian Meowth switch in, or an answer if it tries to switch in on Slowpoke. So yeah, just fill you guys in on that real quick. But as always, you can see what I think Alyssa's going to be bringing down below the big screen. We're going to accept the challenge. Good luck, Alyssa. Let's see what we've got. We predict the 6, almost correct. Brings Scraggy instead of Grookey, so a little surprised to see the Scraggy, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm okay with this. Let me just quickly find Scraggy's sprite and pop it on the layout. So this series is a best of 3, guys, so I'm not gonna mess too much with the layout. I will be playing this relatively slowly, so don't expect too much from me in terms of speed. He does say good luck, have fun in the chat, so I'm just going to respond. Scraggy, you're a little bit big, my friend. You need to tone yourself down a bit. There we go. So, lead-wise on his end, I could see like a Salandit lead. I could see a Meowth lead. They both get Fake Out. So, he has Farfetch. She has, rather, my apologies. Farfetch, Ponyta, Munchlax, Salandit, Meowth, and Scraggy. So I do need to make sure that I know that they are Galarian items. So that's a Galar form, that's a Galar form, and that's the Galar form. Okay. Let me just put all my calcs up. So I think lead-wise for me, I think Litten is just my best lead. I can intimidate pretty much everything on this team. The only thing that doesn't care about intimidate is Salandit. Or I can just lead Candy, but I think I don't need to lead with Candy. So we are going to just lead with El Tigre. We'll see what we get. Actually, Ponyta lead. Okay. Interesting to see that. So let's see. So this thing does kill me with Psychic. If it's Life Orb. It will outspeed me, which is a little bit annoying. We could fake it out. We'll see if it wants to stay in. It should stay in, to be honest. Although this thing is intimidated, actually. So let me see. Yeah, if he's special, he kills me. We'll get a free fake out. We'll get some free chip. We'll get an idea if this is a defensive set. If this fake out does like 24 to 29%, then we know it's a defensive. It actually goes for protect. So that's good to know. We know it has protect. So protect. Okay. So I could definitely see a Psychic coming out here. I almost feel like I should have led Light Bright now, but I think it's fine either way. Let's see. I don't think this thing gets too much to hit Spinard, in all honesty. How much does he do to Pepe? He two-shots me, which is a little bit concerning. I could just go Pepe anyway here. How do I want to play this? I want to play this conservatively because I don't want to give away too much information in the early game. Let's see. I need Litten to stay around, ideally, because Litten actually does quite a bit against this team. So I kind of want to keep him around, so I should switch out. The thing is, if he's physical and I switch into Pepe, that could be a pretty big mistake. We don't really know if this thing's physical yet. How useful is Pepe to me in this match? I mean, it's only really good against this Ponyta, so I feel like we can go into Pepe here. Actually switches Scraggy, gets the Intimidate off. Okay, so I could have U-turned there. Decided against it. Okay, so we've only seen Protect on this Ponyta, which is interesting. So let's have a look at Scraggy. Scraggy Oko's me with high jump kick. So that's a problem. I guess I could go straight back into Litten, to be honest. I don't really see why I wouldn't. So yeah, Play Rough does actually kill this Scraggy here, but I don't know if I can afford to risk it, because if I miss it, then I lose Pepe. And I kind of need Pepe for the Ponyta. We'll click the player off anyway. It does actually switch into the Glare Meowth. Okay, we missed the player off anyway. So that's a little unfortunate. Okay. I would have liked to have got some damage on this thing, so I know what we're dealing with here. I don't really know what this thing gets. He could definitely put in some work on me here. So he's definitely faster than me, that's for sure. He's 1,000,000% faster than me. Actually, he might not be. He might not be faster than me. So I can Flamethrower here? Although, hold on, let me check. If he's Jolly, say, and then, like, max speed. Yeah, he doesn't outspeed me unless he's Scarfed. We can get some pretty good information if this thing is Scarfed. kind of want a flamethrower. I want to see if he's a Violet or not. But at the same time, I don't want to risk him earthquaking. I'm actually not too great against this thing. He might just go for fake out, to be honest. We'll get the Intimidate off. We'll go into Litten. U-turn. Okay. Good to know. So that could potentially be a max roll for a Violet. So that's kind of annoying. So last time he switched into Scraggy on this thing. Here comes the Farfetch this time. Okay. So there is a pretty real possibility that this thing is scarfed. I could definitely do with a burn on this thing. I am potentially faster unless he is scarfed. I could just fake out, but I don't want to risk if he's steadfast. Because he could well be. Well, Willow. We do connect it, okay. As he actually sets up a Swords Dance. So he is probably the Violet Swords Dance set. As we could expect. How much is Flare Blitz doing? It's doing a decent amount. But again, I want to keep Litten around if I can. So we're going to U-turn out. That is about range for a Violet. Okay. Good to know. How much does Light Bright do? Not a huge amount. Okay. We'll go into Light Bright anyway. This does set up another Swords Dance. Okay. So I think we Volt Switch out. Okay, we get a crit, which is pretty lucky. Not gonna lie. Sorry about that, Alyssa. But yeah, we're gonna go into El Tigre. Get the Intimidate off, lower that attack a little bit. Does actually go for knockoff, which kills me. Okay. So that's a bit annoying. But not the biggest deal. Obviously that does kind of suck, because Litten is one of my better answers here. But that's fine for the time being. We'll go back into Light Bright. I think we just Volt Switch. So we've seen SD and knockoff on this thing. So we're pretty sure that's a Violet. So yeah. Swords Dance and knockoff. And we've seen U-turn on this Meowth. So I feel like we just Thunderbolt. I don't think he has anything that really appreciates a Thunderbolt, so... And we know we're faster. Yeah, we're Thunderbolt. No need to really do anything else here. So I think definitely for next game I need to manage Litten better. I needed to switch him out instead of, or like not go for that Intimidate play. So that's something that I need to note down. So let me just note that down. Keep Litten safe. So we have a bit of a pause here. Alyssa's thinking about the direction he wants to go in. If I'm Melissa here, I'd probably sack this Farfetch'd. I don't think this Farfetch'd is going to be that useful, even if you switch it out. Yeah, exactly. Makes sense. So now what'd you go into? Scraggy. Okay. What does this thing do to me? What do you have for the Thunderbolt, and how much is this Thunderbolt going to do? I don't two-shot. High jump kick potentially kills me. If he's adamant. I almost just want to go into Spinned. But this thing could have knockoff. We're going to Candy. I think Candy resists everything. Goes for knockoff as expected. Okay. So a little annoying. Not gonna lie. I think we Tailwind. We can Tailwind and go into Kufan. Or we can Leech Seed. Because he's definitely faster. So we have no item now. And we've also seen knockoff on this Scrafty. Knockoff. We know this thing's Intimidate. Okay. How much did that knockoff do? 33%. So he's in range to be adamant. We know he's not a Moxie Sweeper though, so that's not too bad for us at all. Okay. So that doesn't get kills. He has nothing that kills me here. If I'm him, if I'm that, I probably switch into the Salander. We're gonna Leech Seed. Oh, actually goes into Ponyta. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe I just set up Tailwind and go for it. Although I kind of want to see what they go for. We're gonna sub. Mystical Fire. Okay, good to know. So it looks like this thing could be mixed. Mystical Fire. So I could just set up a Tailwind here. Or I go into Pepe. How much is this Mystical Fire doing to Pepe? It two-shots me. That's kind of awkward. We'll go into Pepe anyway. Oh, it actually didn't two-shot me. That's interesting. Oh, he's not Life Orb, that's why. It's probably a Violate. Let's see, 39%. That's not even enough range to be max special attack. Is this thing physical? With Mystical Fire as an option? I might just want to Sucker Punch. Because he's got to assume I have it. He's only seen Play Rough so far. Although last time he did go into Scraggy. I think we Play Rough again. Play Rough does a decent junk to this thing. Sucker Punch would potentially kill. We'll go for Sucker. Yeah, should have Play Roughed. Never mind. No biggie. So I'm going to keep Pepe around, just in case, I think. Because Pepe does still have some usage here. There's a good chance this thing has Earthquake. So we're actually going to spin it. Yeah, figured. Oh, he crit me. That's a bit unfortunate. I think we slack off. Or do we curse? That did nothing to me, by the way, so I actually feel like I could just curse here. Or I can go for the Earthquake and predict the Meowth to switch in. If I'm at +1, can this thing kill me with a knockoff? Let's say I'm at +1 in defense. Gun on Meowth. Say a max attack. Adamant. With knockoff. You could still kill me. Okay, that's a bit annoying. But we do have Earthquake. Oh, I do a lot back to this thing. We're Earthquaking. Oh, we stayed in. That's really unfortunate for us. Okay. How do we deal with this? I almost want to curse and then slack off. But I don't want this Meowth getting in. We're gonna curse. Okay, so he's gonna try and rack up the damage. So this time we slack off. Okay, so we have seen, let's see, on Munchlax, we've seen Earthquake. And we've seen Toxic. I almost just want an Earthquake again. Or do I need to slack off again? How much is this Earthquake doing? It's not doing a lot, but I'm taking a lot of Toxic damage this turn. I essentially lose this 1v1. How much do I really want this Slowpoke though? I don't think I need it that much. We're gonna get as much damage as we can on this thing. Okay, so we did see the Berry Juice. Alright. So we got some information here, which is what I wanted. So we're gonna switch out here, I think. But what into? Or do we just let the Slowpoke go down? I think we let the Slowpoke go down here. We'll get some damage off, which is good. We'll let Slowpoke go down there. So we didn't give away too much. Oh, I actually gave away our full set, but that's fine. Let's see. So I think we go Candy and set up Tailwind and then just go straight into Kufant. I think that's going to be the play here. Unless Light Bright kills it. Munchlax. It doesn't. Alright, we'll go into Candy then. Let's see. I think we Tailwind. Yeah, we're gonna Tailwind. That's actually going to Ponyta, which is good for us. That's actually very nice that he went straight into this. So we know this thing has Mystical Fire. But I still think we just go straight into Pepe. There's the Mystical Fire. Did a lot, actually. So I think we play her off this time. Or do we Flamethrower? Or even do we actually just Sludge Bomb? No, I don't want the Meowth coming in. We'll play rough. Actually went for protect. Okay. I mean, I would be surprised to not see the Salandit, honestly. It's tricky, right? Because I expect her fully to switch out. Because I don't expect to stay in here because it will lose the Ponyta to the Soccer Punch. But there could be a mind game here. But we're going for play rough. Yeah, I did go Meowth. I could have flamethrowed there. And we missed again. What the heck? That's really frustrating. We've missed way too many of these. How much does flamethrower doing? I really could do with keeping Pepe around, but we'll go for the flamethrower. I want to get some damage off on this thing at the very least. Perhaps I should have run Light Clay on Cottony, now I'm thinking about it. But that's fine. Okay, we didn't get a lot of damage off here, but we are going to get the Aftermath proc, which is nice. So we do see Ironhead. Are you in range for Light Bright? You are indeed in range for Light Bright. Unless you're a Violet. Which you could be. You're definitely Tough Claws. There's no way you're anything else here. You're still practically in range. Thunderbolt will kill you at this range. So let's go into Light Bright. And I think we just Thunderbolt. Because nothing really appreciates a Thunderbolt coming in. We're still not in a good position, Joe. I'm not going to lie to you. We're not in a very good position here. But I think we have to Thunderbolt. I wonder if this thing even gets Earthquake. I don't know if it does. I would assume it doesn't. Goes in a Scraggy. Gets the Intimidate. Doesn't matter. Thunderbolt's coming down. Did nothing. That has got to be a Violet. Surely that's a Violet. Yeah, that's 1,000,000% a Violet. Okay. See, I don't want this thing setting up on me. That's the only issue I have. They are going to Thunderbolt again. Actually goes to land it this time. Okay. That's damage I'm pretty sure you don't appreciate. We're going for it again. I have no reason not to click this. Here comes the Meowth, which is going to die. Okay, Munchlax. Now, this thing has Earthquake. Which will probably kill me. But how much am I doing to it? 30 to 40%. So I'm actually doing relatively meaningful damage here. I kind of want to keep Light Bright around though, because it can beat the Salandit still. So I do need to keep it around. So we're actually going to switch into Cottony. I'm fully aware I could have a coverage move. Toxic, that's fine. I think we Leech Seed. Or do we just click Tailwind? I kind of want to get Kufan in if I can. Because Kufan under Tailwind outspeeds this entire team. We're going to Leech Seed first turn. Goes into Ponyta. That's what we expected to see. So we're going to Leech Seed. Get some health back. I fully expect a Mystical Fire here. But we're going to get the Tailwind up anyway. Want to see if they fall for it. Because I want them to kill my Cottony here. That's what I want. Because by killing my Cottony, I can actually just bring in Kufan to basically try and break. That's the plan. Because I think with a couple of turns of Tailwind, I can break through this team, and I think Light Bright finishes it off. We do get the Tailwind off. Actually goes for Psychic this time, so we do see the Psychic. So that's good news. So it looks like it's very much a special attacking Ponyta. So now we go into Kufan. It doesn't kill me with anything. My best play is to Iron Head it. So that's what we're going to do. We don't get the kill, but that's fine. This thing will drop to Leech Seed probably. Nope, still alive. Whatever. I think we should break to guarantee that I don't miss. Although I could see the Salandit coming in. We are actually just going to go for high horsepower in case. Nope, did actually leave it in. So we got one more turn of Tailwind. So whatever's coming in is going to take a hit. Because he has nothing to outspeed this. So he's seen high horsepower now, so he's going to be scared to bring Salandit out. Unless it's Scarfed. Which could be the only way out. Hasn't seen Play Rough yet, hasn't seen Break. So she doesn't know what else I have here. So I am going to have to reveal some information, which is going to be annoying. But Dumbo already done its job. Light Bright pretty much finishes here. So it's going to be the Munchlax. I'm pretty sure Break's going to kill Munchlax here. Yeah, it should kill. Break. Oh, you have Protect! No, that's bad. That's bad. Wait, am I not still faster? I think I'm faster than you still. Because my Slowpoke was faster and my Slowpoke has no speed. But could you be baiting me though? You could go into Salandit here. I almost want a high horsepower predicting the Salandit to come in. Yeah, we're gonna big brain this. Oh, he outplayed me. Well played. Good play on that. But can I just finish this off with Light Bright now, though? Thunderbolt does kill. Okay, the crit didn't matter. Here comes the Scraggy. I think I two-shot this. Pretty sure I two-shot this. Getting a Power would be nice to guarantee it, because I don't know if this thing has Drain Punch. We don't get it. It does have Drain Punch. Okay, so she's actually going to win this one. Unless I get the Power Axe, which we don't. Okay, so we lose this one. I misplayed on the Kufan. So, yeah. Bit unfortunate. We do see the Drain Punch. Okay. So we got some pretty interesting information here. We didn't get too much though, but I think we've got enough to go into game 2 relatively easily. So let me just find my team real quick. Here it is. We'll send the rematch. And we'll go straight in, ready for game 2. Okay. So I don't think there was anything wrong with my Litten lead, personally. But I almost want to lead Light Bright this time, because I want to Volt Switch into probably Pepe. Or I could just Fake Out again. No, I think we just lead Litten again. I don't see a reason for us not to lead Litten here. Munchlax this time, okay. So, I'm just gonna U-turn out, I think. Or do I just Fake Out for free damage? No, we're gonna U-turn out. And I think we just go straight into Candy. I don't see what he's gonna do other than Toxic me. Earthquake, that's fine. Earthquake is absolutely no problemo for me. I think we go for Leech Seed. He could Toxic me. That is a real possibility. I could actually go for Tailwind here. But I think going for Sub is my better play. Yeah, Ponyta. Not too surprised to see that. So we are going to Leech Seed here, which we do connect, so the Mystical Fire is going to break the Sub, but that's not a big deal. So I can go into Pepe here, or I can go into Litten. But I don't want to risk the Psychic coming out. So I think my play is just to go into Pepe. We do take the Mystical Fire, we don't take it very well, but we don't have a choice, so we're going for it. Let's see. We could go for Flamethrower because we are minus special attack, so it's not going to do a big deal of damage. Or we can go for Play Rough. I do think the Meowth is probably the best thing to come in on this. So we are going to play the Flamethrower game, I think. We'll predict the Meowth to come in. I feel like the last move this thing has is Dazzling Gleam. So I'll be surprised if it doesn't get cloaked. There's one Pokemon I wish we knew more about, which was the Salander. We don't really know much about it at the moment. I don't like that I'm being given time to think here. Let's go Salander. We get the Flamethrower off, so we get a bit of damage. Okay, we don't see any leftovers. So I'm assuming this is probably also a Violite. It's entirely possible it could be offensive. We could definitely Sucker Punch and see. So that's what we're going for. Yeah, that's offensive. Okay. Not Life Orb, interestingly. That's interesting to know. So this was probably a bad play in the long run. But I think, honestly, we can just go into Light Bright and Volt Switch out. And then we can go into whatever we want. So, not a huge deal for us here. We're going to Volt Switch. I wonder if he's specs. Or is he scarfed? I feel like it's probably more likely scarf. We do see the Munchlax, so we do get a bit of a switch out there. Okay. So I could actually just go straight into Kufan here. And go for the Brick Break. But I could easily read that and go into Salander, so I don't really want to take that risk. Well, I should go into LT Grey. We'll get the Intimidate off. I think this time we potentially go for Willow, but I'm going to fake out in case he stays in, which he does. We'll get the Berry Juice proc, which is good to know. And now we Willow, I think. Or do we just U-turn? I think Willow is not a bad play, but I'm kind of hesitant to do that in case Salandit comes on. We'll go for it. Oh, we missed. That's a big miss for us. But he also misses a Toxic, so that's justice, I guess. Pretty productive turn, I guess. We're gonna go for it again. I think. We connected this time, so, okay. Okay, so in this case, we're just going to U-turn out. Now this thing's burned. We've kind of done its job. So yeah, we do U-turn off. We will go into Candy, I think. Could Toxic again, which would be Big Brain, which we do see it. Good play. Very good play. We are going to Leech Seed. As the Meowth comes in, which is good. We get the Leech Seed off on it. So we know this thing has Iron Head. There's probably a good chance. Let's see. It's seen U-turn and Iron Head so far. I'm gonna click sub just in case. U-turn. Perfect. Okay. So we actually got a little bit of intel that we needed. So it goes into Slander. Alright. I think I might just set up Tailwind, honestly. Yeah, we'll set up Tailwind. Kill me. And now we're gonna go into Kufan, as I should be faster. Gonna click the high horsepower. He doesn't know I have this yet. Okay, so now he knows I have it. Does Iron Head kill him at this range? Because I might just click it. Oh yeah, it definitely kills. Yeah, we're Iron Heading. Goes to Protect, whatever. Okay. That's actually really good for us. So I think we're actually going to go into Spinard. We need Kufan to be at full health. Yeah, I did nothing. We're fine. So I think we curse. Here comes the Farfetch. I could have Zen headbutted there. I probably should have done. Okay, let's have a look at Slowpoke versus this Farfetch'd. So it's definitely the Violet set. We are at +1. We have a pretty good chance to kill him here. Oh, he lived! Oh no, that's a big live. That's a really big live. That's frustrating. Okay, kill me off. Okay. We got this thing weakened though, which is the good thing. So the Farfetch'd and the Salandit are both weakened to the point where they die. So is the Ponyta. So, and the Munchlax, to be fair. So Lightbright can actually come in and clean up a lot of these. We just need damage on this Scraggy Meowth. We can still win this game pretty comfortably. So I want him to kill me here. I want this Farfetch'd to kill me. Thank you. We see Quick Attack. That's interesting. You don't see that very often. Let me note that down in case we get to game 3. Unusual to see Quick Attack. Okay, I do need to make sure I'm noting down items. This one had leftovers. We think this is choiced. Let me just see. Sludge Bomb and Flamethrower. I mean, we have no reason not to go Litten here. And we're just going to fake out for the kill. We'll fake out, get free damage. Actually, hold on. Do I U-turn? Will U-turn kill? Yes it will. Okay. Bit of chip, but doesn't matter. So I almost want to go into Dumbo. Because Dumbo kills at least 3 of these, potentially, but I think the Scraggy can still beat it. What I want to check, though, is how much Salandit's doing if it's Scarfed. Or if it's Specs. Specs Flamethrower will kill me. If it's Scarfed, I should live it. So we're going to know which one it is when I go into the Goof Hunt here. Okay, it goes Scraggy, so there's a good chance that this thing is not... Or the Salandit is Scarfed. The only way this thing kills me is if it has high jump kick. I think we're actually going to preserve Dumbo. We'll go into Litten, because Litten's the least useful member of my team. Dragon Dance, so we kind of guessed the set correctly. We're going to Will-O-Wisp. As he tries to get quite aggressive with this setup. We're just going to hit him. Yeah, that's huge damage. Okay. Here's a Drain Punch, which doesn't kill, so this Flare Blitz is going to put a massive hole in there. Okay. Wait, we've just lost. I think we've just lost. Let's check. +2, but burned. No, we haven't. We just need to hit the player off. Okay, we hit it. Okay. We're still in it. It's this Meowth though that I think may lose me the game. I don't know what else this thing has. And I don't want to lock myself into Hydro Pump. I don't want to risk the damage on Light Bright though. I need this thing to stay healthy. I can still do it though. I just need to get lucky. Alright, Light Bright, it's all on you, buddy. It's all on you. Do it. I can't risk locking into Hydro though. We Thunderbolting. So it just comes down to whether this Meowth can beat me 1v1. That's what this comes down to. Because if this Meowth can't beat me 1v1, I win this one. Okay, here comes the Meowth. We are Thunderbolting. Oh my goodness, that crit mattered. Wow. We lost to a crit, guys. Oh no. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunately our little cup title. No worries. It happens. But yeah, we unfortunately lost this one. That crit definitely mattered. Light Bright actually wins that 2 shots and 1 shot's everything else. So we could have gone to game 3 there. But you know what? That's the game we play. Pokemon's a savage game at times. But yeah, either way, we're not going to defend our little cup title this time round, which is unfortunate. Good games to Alyssa. Good luck in the next round. I hope you do well. You got a pretty interesting team, so I'm looking forward to seeing it in action again. But yeah, either way, sorry I disappointed you guys by not winning. But either way, you know, it happens. That's the game we play. But yep, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Bombi Teacher. I'm your coach of the Royal Bomber for Bombies. Stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.